So,
Shut up! Shut up!
don't. Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Tech and welcome to the 4th episode of Tech Week with Ash. So that's been 4 weeks in a row. Yay. So guys, Tech Week with Ash is where we go ahead and look at everything that happened in tech in the last week. And then we also have a segment of Ash Answers, where I'll be picking questions that you guys have actually asked, not just on Twitter, but even in the comment section of any C4 Tech video with the hashtag Ash Answers. So I'm going to pick those and try to answer them to the best of my abilities. So first, let's get started with the news section of this video. But before that, if you end up liking what you see here, thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon. I'm sorry about that. Let's now get to the news item number 1. Now this one, I could have technically gone and done an entire video on it, but hey, that would be stupid. So I'm not really doing that. Apple, it's just a single sentence news. Apple has some job listings that indicate they have started work on 6G. That's it. Literally, that's it. There's nothing more. I'm serious. That's the entire news. Okay. Now, let's move on to something else. Apple has basically... Okay, you know what? Let me cycle back to that one. 5G, Apple uses Qualcomm's modems. They do not want to be dependent on other brands. So, just starting out with a little bit of work on 6G before 6G is even a thing. Okay, now the next one, Apple, the first thing I noticed once I saw MagSafe was, hey, what if we have something like a battery clipping onto it? And that seems to be exactly what Apple is working on right now. So there is a good chance we might see portable batteries that you can just magnetically attach to the back of iPhones. It is gonna look... How do you think that's gonna look? But personally, if you ask me, I really like the fact that you just clip it on, use it, and then remove it. A case is gonna be more difficult to get on and off, and this, when you don't need it, you can still have a sleek, slim phone. If you need it, just attach it. You don't have to have a cable going in, and I feel that is something that could be useful. But of course, Apple being Apple, this is going to be priced at 10K at least. I don't know. Their cases cost 5-6K. Anyways, so that's one more thing. Moving from Apple to Samsung. Samsung's Galaxy Tab S7. It was very well received. I love my Galaxy Tab S7. I still wouldn't say it's better than the iPad Pro. Of course, we've seen paid videos which say the same, but let's not really go there. Let's talk about what's on C4 Tech. I've not done a video of the Tab S7, but I do use a Tab S7 as my primary in India. Basically, I use it to read comics on, and that display is, oh my god, amazing for comics. It's one of the best panels I've ever come across. So that way, yes, but from a overall, it's not just a Samsung thing. It's just that for tablets, iOS, iPadOS is just far ahead, right from the quality of apps to how smooth everything is. Google kind of gave up on tablets, right? The Nexus line is dead. Honeycomb was supposed to be a tablet-only operating system. They've not really focused on it moving forwards. So it's understandable why Apple has a lead. But now, the Galaxy Tab S7 was pretty expensive. Samsung seems to be working on a Galaxy Tab S7 Lite that could see light sooner rather than later. Corny puns aside, Samsung seems to be working on it, and if they can not really rip off too many things from this and actually have a decent AMOLED panel, I think a Tab S7 Lite would be great, because one area where Apple does not have a stronghold is with lower end tablets. Yes, they do have something at 30,000 rupees, but at any price point below that, Apple doesn't really have a lot to offer. So I think that was a corner that was perfectly exploited by Xiaomi with their Mi Pad. But then ever since, we've not really had anybody do much in that segment. So maybe the Tab S7 Lite could be the answer. And while we are on the topic of Samsung, we've seen some leaks about Samsung making the switch from Tizen to WearOS for their smartwatches, or at least for one product. And I feel that would be ridiculous, because Samsung is not a software company. Their software has never been great, but there is an outlier, and the outlier happens to be Tizen for smartwatches. Compared to WearOS, I actually think Samsung's Tizen has been much better. And I don't see why, after spending so much time developing that software and it being very successful, Samsung's smartwatches, I mean, of course, once you leave Apple out of the equation, Samsung smartwatches have sold better than pretty much any Android Wear watch out there, right? So that means Samsung's Tizen it's got something right. And I probably think it would end up being a leak that doesn't come to pass. But hey, this is what we are hearing, and I personally like Samsung's Tizen OS more. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Now from Samsung, let's get to another brand that does smartwatches, Huawei. Now, they will be launching the Mate X2 tomorrow, or if this video goes live tomorrow, today, whatever. On the 22nd of February, 8 p.m. China time, that's 5:30 p.m. India, that's the Mate X2. So this is the follow-up to the Mate X, the one that folded outwards. This is supposed to be folding inwards. So kind of like the Galaxy Z Fold 2. That is the form factor they're going for. So how is Huawei gonna do this? It's still not gonna be a phone you'd wanna buy, again, just because... Not because the phone's not going to be good, I have no doubt about it. It's going to be excellent, but the lack of Play services, till that issue is addressed, Huawei is going to be on a no-buy list. That is how it is. Now, talking about weird, technologically advanced products, OPPO, they are coming up with a rollable, and this is something there have been some videos about. So it's basically a motorized rollable. You can just... it just looks amazing, doesn't it? How do you guys think this looks? Personally, I feel, oh my God, this is the future, because I am guessing you're not going to see a crease on this, of course, because it's a rollable. And if the display manages to look as good, or at least close to as good as a current flagship display looks, then I think we are onto something,
Stop. Did he just do this? What the is wrong with you?
Tablet/phone, one product. So anyways, that's not the only thing OPPO's developing. Beat it up. LG has also promised a rollable before the end of the year. So this is not the only one on the horizon. We can expect to see a few rollable phones this year. And then there is the Find X3, which looks like an iPhone. That burner camera setup. That is how it looks. And then there's a Find X3 Neo that's also being leaked. This is supposed to be the Reno 5 Pro Plus rebranded 5 Pro Plus. Maybe they can have a 5 Pro Plus Prime. Weird naming aside. So that is also supposed to be coming. And the Reno 5, this one, the Neo is supposed to have the 865 chip. Find X3, of course, 888. Now, one of the very good things about OPPO's phones have been cameras. And that is what I'm going to use as a segue to Pixel's camera failure. Pixel 1, 2, 3, 4 users have been complaining of their cameras failing. Google hasn't really acknowledged this issue. But hey, if you own a Pixel phone, of course, the 4 never launched in India. Thank you for that, Google. But if you own another Pixel phone, how's your camera faring? Have you experienced any failures? If yes, let me know in the comments. And it's not like I'm going to replace your camera, but then, hey, I would like to know if it's happening with the Indian units. Moving on from that, Rocket Lake S, Intel's i5, it is supposed to be a good performer, but it's just not stacking up to the current Ryzen 5. So Intel still getting punched.
Talking left, about right, punched, aren't you going to punch yourself in the face? Didn't you just say this last week?
By next week, I should have at least one video on a laptop or a PC. If not, I'll punch myself on camera. Yes, I know. I said guys, see, here's the thing, right? I was supposed to do I was supposed to go back to India, and I got my PCR test done. I had a flight on the 10th night. I was supposed to go to India, and my team was supposed to shoot the Dell. But then I found out there's a 14-day mandatory quarantine in Chennai right now, which meant I couldn't go back to India. And I'm here, and I've been working on other videos, so I really couldn't shoot the Dell XPS 13, which was supposed to be that computer video I was so confidently talking about. So,
Shut up! Shut up!
don't. Okay, that happened. Anyways, moving on. Those are pretty much the news stories that I found interesting this week. So right from there, this is where we answer your questions, or rather I answer your questions. I got punched. I lost my Twitter account.
Stop. I got the C4 Yash handle now.
Things are just not going my way. Let's hope. I'm just hoping that you guys would have some nice questions that make my day. So let's actually jump into that. Oh yeah, for those wondering, Galaxy A12. Yes, we got it. It's the Galaxy A12 and I'm using it as my primary. I will have a full review, so at least there'll be one unbiased video on YouTube. Let's wait and watch. I'm gonna have fun with this one. Okay, just wanted to say a sincere thank you for putting amazing content out the past few weeks. You look fresh, talk fresh. Well, in retrospect, being back isn't fresh, and I'm super happy to see this quality of content again. Is there anything that the 30 Squad could do to help you in any way and blow this channel up like it's meant to be? I mean, that's very nice of you. Thank you, Shreyas. I guess I had a Red Bull. No, I'm not getting into that Red Bull controversy. I mean, that's old news. I think a lot of you wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. So let's not go there. I've just been, you know what? I gave up on stuff. That's basically it. I said, F it. And I'm just doing stuff I like, which is why, right now, even my team doesn't know this. And I'm pretty sure my writer is going to be pissed. I'm pulling the plug on the Narzo 30A unboxing. I was supposed to do that, but I just don't want to, right? A review, fine. The Moto HS unboxing, if you've not seen it, watch it. I love doing that because that was interesting. Now, Narzo 30A, I'm not saying it's a bad phone. It's just that I don't think I'll have much to say about it. Outside of the regular stuff. It's just so boring for me to just say the same old stuff again and again. And now that I've put, let's say this, right? Now, Linus is one of the most, exciting YouTubers to watch. He's charismatic, he's got great delivery, MKBHD again. Now, if these people, your Linuses, your MKBHD, your Lou, if these people had to cover 18 different Samsung mid-rangers, all with one spec difference between each other. It's not just Samsung rebranded Redmi's. Okay, so I'm not just saying F you Samsung, I'm saying F you Xiaomi, F you everybody, Realme, everyone. Okay, this is not about being about one brand. I'm just saying of course, I'm not saying it's wrong for them to do it. I understand why they have to do it in a country like India where, it's low budget phones sell better. And they have a new phone every week. Everything with like a couple of specs changed here and there. Like for example, the F62 is basically an M51 with a newer chip. So yes, the chip is something you can talk about, but then that's again already a chip we've spoken about a lot. But it's been years, so yes, that you can talk about, but what would you say fresh about the build and everything, right? So even any of these YouTubers, if they had to cover all these phones back to back, they're gonna get jaded, and that's basically what happened to me. So I'm nowhere their level. I don't claim I'm their level, not at all. Okay, if I ever end up being like 30% as good as Linus, I would be super happy.
I feel a little better right now.
But the point I'm trying to make is just I was trying to do way too many things. I should either cover everything under the sun, but not script it, not do B-rolls, just sit in front of the camera and just keep spewing stuff, whatever comes to my mind, and maybe I should just talk about 6G for an entire video or something like that, and then I could probably cover everything under the sun. But if I want to do it with quality, if I want to spend time on B-rolls, time on edits, time on scripts to make sure I fact check stuff and I'm not just shooting promo. I mean, it's just like this, right? When people do promo videos for brands, you look at the production quality, right? It's like film level production quality. You've got drone shots, you've got like text. But then when they're doing videos for their own channel, it's just camera set, talk, no B-roll. And if you want to show a phone, it's like, hey, I got the phone. Blah, blah, blah. So I should probably do that if I wanted mass appeal, which I've given up on. Or I should probably just do what makes me happy, which is quality videos, a lot of camera work, a lot of planned content. And that, in that case, I can't go for the quantity. And I've kind of been killing myself trying to do both. And now that I've decided I'm going to go one way, I'm not going to go with the quantity aspect of it. I'm a lot fresher, I'm a lot happier. And that is what, in YouTube, no matter how you are, whatever is in your head, whatever you feel inside, it translates straight onto camera, right? And that is basically what you guys are seeing. Sorry about the long explanation. Let's move on. TW2A 30 Squad, thank you. Ash answers, tech collab with anyone anytime soon. In Tamil, I've got one. I'm doing a collab with Tamil Tech, but in English, as of now, I don't have any ideas. I am working on some videos, but I don't think you know any of these YouTubers that I'm working with. This is gonna be like weird, different kind of tech videos that you've not seen. I mean, it's not mainstream stuff. I'm working with some lesser known YouTubers, but they have particular skill sets. I don't want to give spoilers, but they have particular skill sets that I want to work with them on and come out with some fresh content that you don't just see everywhere. Why do Xiaomi flagship throttle so much? Do they use a bad batch of processor, 30 Squad? Now, I don't know, which flagship you're talking about. The Mi 11 did not throttle for me. I really loved using that phone. It was, I wouldn't say perfect, but the leatherback version, I absolutely adored it. And for those jumping in with, hey, you are paid by Xiaomi, there's a lot of shit about Xiaomi I hate, right? Rebranded stuff, the POCO F1 not having a follow-up. So, fuck them for that. And if I'm paid by the brand, I can't say fuck them. So I'm just... Okay. So yeah, let me know which phone it is and I will probably test it and I'll let you know. So just drop a comment on which flagship you think is throttling. Hey Ash, do you think Blackberry can pull a Oneplus and much faster than them? Love that Ash Answers is back. Love the new videos. Thank you, Aditya. Can Blackberry pull a Oneplus and be much faster than them? Are you talking about OS speeds, as in user interface speeds? I don't think so. Blackberry is basically going to a new brand. They're just using the branding on it. So I highly doubt, maybe there is some news I would have missed, but as far as I know, I don't think so. What are some helpful tips to start an unbiased tech channel in 2021? Also, will brands send me review units if I review them truly unbiased? Just go watch any product video of stuff launching in India. Tell me if the videos that are ranking in the top, do you really feel they're unbiased? How could something be unbiased if it is entirely produced by the brand? If my video is entirely shot and produced by the brand, how do you think that anything I say is real? It cannot be, right? So any which ways, to answer your question, the most helpful tips to start an unbiased tech channel, don't look into reviews, do something else. You don't have to just review products to be helpful. Do whatever interests you, probably some kind of software hacks or app lists. So whatever floats your boat, whatever you think is content you would watch, which is something I've always said and I lost track of. I've made the mistake, learn from my mistakes, and only do content that you would genuinely want to watch. And I'm pretty sure people might end up watching it. I don't know. Don't focus on the views. At least that is how I'm able to look myself in the mirror. That's how I remain sane. Yes, I still do hear voices in my head and everything. And like I said, I lost my Twitter and all that, but I'm at least relatively sane, functioning human being. Okay, yeah, I'm crazy. That's fine. When can we get the merch for 30 Squad? Eagerly waiting for it. So yes, 30 Squad merch. We are going to do an entire video on it and tell you we made it just for you guys. Now this is something we wanted to bring. None of that shit. We're not going to do an entire video on merch. Merch at the end of the day is money for the channel. So hey, let's call a spade. No point pretending. I believe you guys are more intelligent than that. I don't think you're stupid enough to believe we create merch just for you. We create merch because it benefits us. Either it builds up the branding, or of course we make money of it and all that stuff. Any which ways, coming back, merch. We are in talks with certain brands, and I'm not gonna say stuff like, oh my god, we've been wearing it all the time and it's super comfortable, but I mean, this is a shitty t-shirt, to be honest. I don't want to sell stuff like this. As in, not the graphic. There is no graphic. The text I like, but the actual quality of the t-shirt is shit. So we are trying different vendors, and if we find something that I feel I would personally wear myself, then I'd consider coming up with merch. If not, no merch. Other than yourself, which other tech YouTubers you think are genuine? Not saying I don't like you, but just want a diverse but honest opinion on mobiles. Indian YouTubers. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, I will just tell you this. When a product launches, go watch their videos and see if they are just saying good things about the product. If they're saying negatives, how many negatives are there in the video? Now, some things are obvious, right? You cannot talk about a Galaxy S21 without mentioning the plastic back. If they're just saying, and the back is plastic, you know where they're coming from, right? You can't really talk about, an Exynos processor being used in a Samsung phone without saying, hey, the Snapdragon is better, or at least addressing that situation. If they're not addressing it, they're making. So, I really don't know. I would probably say some of the smaller YouTubers are really, really good. Personally, I don't know. To be honest, now this is going to be kind of shit to say, but I don't watch YouTube for reviews.
What makes you say that?
I probably don't trust anybody on YouTube. I don't know if I've said this story. I watched a certain YouTuber's video. I mean, if I've said it already, I'm so sorry. Guys, I'm old. So I forget things. So please don't hate me for this if you've seen it already. But then again, there are only 30 people who watch the videos. So those 30 people, if you watched it already, for 30 squad's sake, watch it again. So basically, this is the story. I loved a person's video. I'm not going to mention it. It's a Western YouTuber, RX100 Mark V. The video was amazing. They made it sound like this is the best vlogging camera ever. And I absolutely adored it. And I went ahead, I bought the camera the same day. And then I found out that it did not have a mic jack. You cannot shoot a vlog without a mic jack. At least it's harder to shoot it that way. And they did an entire video where they didn't even talk about that. So ever since then, I just don't check YouTube for anything. If I want to make a buying decision, I would suggest you just to do what I do. Go onto Reddit. You can read real people's thoughts. I mean, don't even watch my videos. If you're being paranoid about it, that's totally fine. I would rather people not watch my videos and save money than watch my videos, watch somebody else's videos and make a wrong decision. So go onto Reddit. Read through whatever people have said. Look at real people's feelings about a product. Again, do not read Amazon or Flipkart. Amazon or Flipkart's the reviews, right? Don't read that. That's hella paid. That's even worse than YouTube. So don't go ahead and read that. Just go on to Reddit. And not that I've said Reddit so many times, I don't know. But just go on to Reddit and see whatever real people have to say about the product and then make up your mind. You can come back to YouTube and watch for the cool product shots and nice intros, nice music, all that shit. But don't make your buying decision based on YouTube videos or any website. That is at least what I do. So this is the God's honest truth. Because when it comes to people's money, I don't want to be callous about it and say, just watch my videos, yay. No. That's not it. That's not how it works. I'm planning on buying a mirrorless camera. So should I buy the Canon EOS R6 or wait for the Sony A7 IV? I am through and through a Sony guy. So I stumbled into it, to be perfectly honest. Okay, goodie story time. Let's go for it. Okay, now if you look at my Firefox phone video, yes, Firefox did make a phone, Mozilla phone, Firefox phone, whatever. That was when I upgraded my upgraded my camera. Went for a Sony camcorder, and it was shit. Right, there was chromatic aberration all over. There was like purple fringing, and it was horrible to use. But then I bought it at a Sony center, and they were willing to give me store credit for it, or actually let me swap with something. So then I swapped with something that was priced higher, and I paid the difference, and I bought a Sony Alpha 57, A57 as it was known back then. So this was a DSLT, and it used the Konica Minolta A mount. But then Konica Minolta A mounts, Sony sells official adapters to their E mount. So then when I had to upgrade again, I stupidly upgraded to a A99. But then when I had to upgrade the next time, I upgraded to an A6300. Of course, a FS7 A6300. So then I moved on to Sony's mirrorless E mounts because I already had a collection of lenses from the A mount series. So it's just because of that I kind of got drawn into the Sony ecosystem, and you cannot leave Sony's ecosystem because again, I'm not too much of a camera guy, but the flange distance or something is too little, so you cannot. There is no way you can adapt a Sony lens, E-mount lens for anything else. But you can take a Canon lens and adapt it to Sony. So yeah, so I can never leave. I'm in Hotel, California. I just can't leave. I've got like 15, 20 lenses. So for me, everything I test, everything I do ends up being Sony with regards to DSLRs, mirrorless, whatever. So Canon, I've not really had experience with. Sony, I'm super happy with. The only complaint that I had for a long time is the lack of a flip out display. Now they're providing it with both the ZV-1 in the low end, the A6400 or something in the mid-range, and the A7S3 in the high-end. So I'm happy. I would personally, if I were you, I would go for the Sony, but then I also told you the reasons why. If you already have some kind of Canon lenses that you can adapt, then go for the Canon. If you have Sony lenses, go for the Sony. If you have neither, I'm biased, I'd say go Sony. There are two 5G bands, the sub 6 GHz and millimeter wave, which will come to India, and whether 5G phones released recently will support both. They do not support both. It depends on the phone and which is coming to India. As of now, we have no clue. At least I don't know. If there's any change, I'll annotate it. But nothing about 5G phones is assured. So this is something we have to wait and see. What are the gadgets app software that you use to make things so much simpler, easier? As in, what do you mean by simpler or easier? I really don't know. I mean, I didn't pick these questions. My team did, and I really do not get the question. I'm so sorry. And those are the questions that we have for today. So, guys, if your question was not picked, go ahead, leave a comment below on this video, any C4E Tech video, that goes without saying, with hashtag #AshAnswers, and I will make sure I try to get back to you in the next episode. What do you think about the runtimes? You guys wanted me to get the runtime lower, which is what I've done today. If you think the runtime needs to be cranked back up, more questions answered, let me know, and I will try to get that done. And I guess that's pretty much it for today's Tech Week with Ash. Whatever you have, constructive criticism, let me know. Like it, hate it, thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet, and thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.